Hi, everybody. Marcia from Kansas Misfit. And I'm here just waiting to see if anybody's going to pop on. If and when you pop on, give me a little bit of your input on what you think about this Arctic blast that's uh, coming in. I don't know what to think of it. I think it'd be nice. I feel like I'm getting ready to sneeze. Excuse me. Is my video going? Can you see me? Can you hear me okay? Hope I didn't break your eardrum with my sneeze. But tell me your input on what you think about this Arctic blast. Um, I don't know. Hi. I think that this cool blast that's coming in is going to help me get a lot of work done in my garden that I normally wouldn't be able to do. So, how is everybody doing today? I'm not used to being on live videos. I'm trying to get the hang of it again. Been a while. Let's see here. Try to make sure my everything's down so it don't echo when things pop up on my screen. Let's see here. So how many of you have gardens? Anybody have a garden this year? Whoops, I thought I had that down. Okie dokie. I got my hair trimmed up the other day and I don't like it down. So I'm wearing it up until it goes down and looks pretty again. Yeah, it'll happen. It just takes time. So I just uh so did you plant in your garden? I'm still I have beets. Where's my beets? I'm gonna try to get these beets planted today. Can't see them very well, but there's beets in here. I just finished planted another batch of green beans. I wanted to plant herbs, but you know what? David had me plant onions and carrots where I usually plant my herbs. I don't know how much growing season you have left. For the fall, you probably still have time you can plant some more things. What kind of herbs did you plant? Medicinal? That's what I'm wanting to do. I'm going to do my essential oils and my herbs for medicine and help keep me and my husband out of the hospital. Or if you have any problems, you go to your oils and your herbs and you make what you need, tinctures and salves and whatever. Cool. I hope they grow. I want to find the herbs that you can plant and you don't have to dig them up at the end of the year where they come back each year. Um, that way I don't have to plant them every year. You just plant it once and you got it. I need a drink. Your cup. I love it. I drink my coffee with it every day. And yeah, it's coffee that I'm drinking. Folgers in your cup. Well, I didn't know you had neighbors. I thought you lived in the boonies. The only thing I have problems getting in my garden is the deers and the chickens and roosters. I should say hens and roosters. I just throw mud glogs at the birds and they get out. Oh, sometimes the cats get in there and try to plant their poop, but that don't work very good when I see it. So you have neighbors that live close by? David is out either cutting hay or baling hay. He cut a whole bunch where we live up north, and he was baling it last night, but it's supposed to rain last night, and it didn't. So he thought maybe he can finish it up this morning, and he's going outside to uh, finish baling. It was sprinkling. I've been working really hard trying to keep the weeds out. Got the water sprinkler that you put in the garden. David says, "What are you doing? Watering the weeds?" Yeah, I guess. They need water too, huh? That way he has something to mow besides the garden. Someone asked me, I can't remember. I think it was Kim. Kim, if you come on here and you see and it's you, let me know. If it's not you, I don't know who it was, but someone was asking me what I'm going to do with my onions that I had planted, and the Johnson grass got 6 foot tall in there because I couldn't get it out. So I had David put the blades as high as they'll go on the lawnmower and mow over all the onions. So now I just try to, what I need to do is go in there and get the dirt around the onions out so that the bulbs can get bigger. I was told that onions, you can only get big onions if you plant the seeds. So that's why I planted the seeds in the herb garden that we're supposed to grow herbs in, but they would run the onions in there. So I don't have to bend over all the way to the ground just to work in the garden. I think we're going to collect maybe 200 or 300 lick tubs and make raised beds out of those lick tubs next year. Whether we're having a garden here or whether we're having a garden at the other house, that's what we're going to do, is fill those up with cow manure and chicken manure and whatever else we need to make it like half dirt and half manure, and plant what we're going to grow in each one of those tubs. So that's what, if God be willing to let us be here another year, we'll be doing that. But it's supposed to live one day at a time. So you really do. I have so many weeds in the garden. It's not funny. David said he'd take the weed eater around the tomatoes for me. I thought I had the volume all the way down on this thing. I should have put do not disturb on my phone. But anyway, he said he'd take the weed eater around all the tomatoes. I have tomatoes in the garden behind the garage, and I have 1, 2, 3 different sections of tomatoes in the big garden. And I'm still working on tomato plants. I think I got 2 of them done yesterday, and there's 8 more, and the 8 total in the row I'm working on. And I had 2 of them I did yesterday, and 1 I think I was working on the 3rd tomato cage, but I don't think there's a tomato in there. So I just could take the whole tomato cage out and go put it away for next year. So I'll have them all together, and then go on to the next tomato cage and try to get those done. I have cucumber. I have cantaloupe flowers about this big, little bitty things in the garden. So I don't know if we're going to get cantaloupes or not, but I have cantaloupes where the peas used to be. So this year we got a whole bunch of peas that we harvested, a whole bunch of plums. I made prune juice and prunes, when I canned it. So when we need them, we got them. And then every time I can, I always have a space. I always have a space at least this big or bigger, in the bottom of my jar. Even though I stick the spatula around the bottom to get all the bubbles out before I can it. I don't know why. But there's enough fruit in the jar that you can still get what you need out of it for making a bowel movement. That's supposed to be funny. I'm the only one that laughs at my jokes. But yeah. Then we had a whole bunch of cherries that I froze off of the cherry tree. And David wants me to plant some, what do you call it? To make something out of the crab apples. He says they're really sweet this year. Just had a troll come in. Don't need that kind of comments on my page, on my channel. So, ta-ta. And please don't come back if you're going to be that way. So once I'm done with this video, I will be going out to my garden. And I don't want to, but sometimes we have to do things we don't want to do. Don't we all have parasites? They grow inside your body. I just got a text from my son, and he says, "Yes, I love my new job." He works for T-Mobile now. What do you mean, what the heck? The parasites? Okay. I'm going to have to ban this person from coming in here. That's my first time ever having a troll. Well, I haven't had a live video forever. I see there's 5 people on here, but I only see Amber and Joe and Joanne in here. So please say hi. Let me know who's in here so I can visit with you. We can learn things from each other and about whatever. Oh, you mean the Gizlet 3, whatever? I don't know. I banned that person from here. I don't. Some of the things I didn't like on there. So, and I'm sure David wouldn't like it either. So, I told David when I plant the herbs, because he says, I want onions in the herb bed since I'm not growing herbs. And I said, okay. If I had the herbs in pots already growing, I could just plant them in the herb garden and not have to worry about it. The next year they'd come up on their own. So how do I get rid of him, her, it? So we'll see what happens now. I'm probably just, I don't know. That's the first time I ever had that, ever. But like I said, I haven't been doing live videos forever. So I'm going to be coming every Saturday. I'm doing a live video at noon for those who want to um, visit with me. And throughout the week, I'll be collecting questions that people ask, so that way I have something to talk about on my live video, because sometimes I don't know, like I don't know what to talk about today either. I'm just talking, and I'm glad my children are on here, my adult children, so that way it's easier to talk. So my phone just said battery power 15%. I was trying to find my video on here so I could watch it on my phone and have a view, but now I have you guys on here. I don't actually have to have um, myself watching. And I don't even see. Anyway, yeah. So how's work, Joanne? You doing okay? All those kids? Do you have the same kids you had last year, or is it different? Not last year, but 5 years ago. Time flies, doesn't it? Next thing you know, Ella's going to be graduating from high school. Well, Grandma says, hi, Ella. Hi, Joyce. Ah, that's funny. One day I will have so many people on my live video, I won't be able to keep up with comments. And I have to figure out how to make it slow so I'd be able to see. Um, yep, I miss you too. Big time. Yeah. Is Ella first grade this year? I mean, kindergarten or first grade? Ella's, I don't know. Kids grow up so fast. I feel old. Wow. Hope she's enjoying school this year because I think it's cool. David bought a case of nectarines and wanted me to can them. I was eating them too, but I hope she does. So, I don't know how to. I don't know how to keep people from coming on here that don't be nice. I forgot what I was talking about. That hug for me and Amber. I give big hugs right back. Yeah. Sometimes when I get hugs, my back and neck both pop. hmm I don't feel very good, especially when Uncle Galen would hug me. I haven't heard from him or anything. I think someone said when Aunt Shellen was alive that he was in a nursing home. I don't even remember his own name, like he has Alzheimer's or something. I wished I knew which one he's in. I think he's in Tulsa, Oklahoma. But I'll have to check around, maybe go up there and try to visit him. But I don't think David will allow that. A test? They have to take a test? Hmm. I hope he passes it. I'm sure he probably will. He was a pretty smart filler. David would say a pretty fart smeller. Thank you, Alonzo. That was nice. That's pretty talented to be able to play all those instruments. Uh, I played the trumpet when I was in the army. I don't know if my mouth could do it anymore. I'm missing teeth and my armature is probably gone. But yeah, I can play guitar, but my nails are too long. Yeah, Jonas is very smart. He won't be able to work the same shift as his uncle, though, would he? If he did get hired, he'd have to work a different shift. No, I don't have a guitar anymore. Excuse me. You still do DoorDashers, Amber? That's itching my ankle. Because you're wondering why I've been down. I I don't want to be near the railroad tracks. Oh, so did you get the address? You don't have to post it on here. Just tell me later for Ian or not. That way you can do it private message to us if you want us to have it. If you haven't yet, I'd like to try to see if I can't write them this time. Aw. So do you just use the same address as before and they'll forward it, you think? I'll have to do some research on this big large scale model trains because not for sure exactly what that is. I know it's a train, a model train, but I never heard of it. Yeah, that's his first name. He don't like it. He don't even like being called that. Just like Aunt Shannon's name was Beatrice, and she did not like that either. It would just be sad if Uncle Gillian was to die and none of us know because there's nobody else left in the family to let us know. But out of those nectarines that David bought, I made 13 quarts of I canned 13 quarts of nectarines. And I also have 6 pints of applesauce from our apple tree and 7 pints of apple butter from our apple tree. But once it gets transferred, if you can use the old address, once it gets transferred to the new one, then he'll know to send a letter, and you can have the new address when it gets there, right? I think. That's what's wrong with the military. You never know where they're at or what they're doing, and because I guess it's their safety to not know all the time where they're at. I don't know. I'm looking at my screen trying to figure out all the different things on here that I could do on this StreamYard thingy. But I'm still learning. I don't want to put anybody out, keeping them from doing whatever they're doing. Don't know how busy you are. All I have left today is to clean the kitty litter so no accidents goes anywhere from the cat. I don't use Snapchat. Too many things to try to keep up with. Anyway. He wasn't in California. What is it? San Diego, California, but I'm not for sure where he's at now. No. This is why I made my YouTube channel. Was for us family members to be able to keep up with each other and visit when we are so far apart and can't see each other. Yeah, he's in AIT. It's Advanced Individual Training. Then he goes to, you said, over by the C's, the 4 C's. What is it called? North Carolina, I think he said, is where he's going next. I don't know. It depends on your job, I think. Depends on what your military job is going to be. Am I right? 6 to 8 weeks or longer. I'm talking. It's his military job. That's his civilian job. Right? Am I on the same page as you guys? Or am I thinking off base? What I really need to do is get back on my exercise routine, even if it's just sitting my butt on a chair and exercising like an old fogey, since I am an old fogey. It's okay, we're all learning. Because when you exercise, your body will adjust to the changes that's going on in your muscles, your skeletal muscles, your in your whatever. There's all kinds of muscles in there, and your body adjusts as you change. So what I want to do is find exercises to loosen or to tighten up this right here, where I can keep it from sagging. I don't know what exercises to do. I don't even know what is this called. Just saggy neck. And I can Google up and find exercises for that. And then I can start doing that to tone that up. So we'll see if that works. Well, I'm going to go ahead and call it a day because I can't keep up with this, and I will let you go for now. I will see you guys same time, same day next week. I love you, and God loves you too. I'll let you go for now. Bye, Joanne. Bye, Amber. Ta-ta.